Hey there gaming fans, Darth Carnivorous here and welcome back to another epic gaming video. And guys, I done a video a few months ago, I was showing off Mortal Kombat Trilogy on the PSP. And yeah, it got quite a good amount of views, was it almost, 2,500, maybe less than that, something like that anyway. Which is great because, yeah, it's something I've always wanted on the go, is Mortal Kombat Trilogy. And yes, I have three PSP models, and I have Mortal Kombat Trilogy on every single one of them. I do love Mortal Kombat Trilogy, even though it's unbalanced, it's silly, it's just over the top, but it's still, it reminds me of back in the day when I used to play it with my friend. And I remember buying like I don't know, I think it might have been like a Games Master magazine, and I remember it showed you pictures of Mortal Kombat Trilogy on the N64, and it claimed it was going to be the best version, and things like that. And it had this like amazing intro. It obviously showed you the intro through screenshots, but it didn't show you obviously the intro through, the way, it's supposed to. Obviously the N64 could do cutscenes, but it wasn't the best for it. So anyway, I will quickly load up Mortal Kombat Trilogy on PSP if this loads in. So here's my PSP 3000. I'll just turn the brightness down, right. And yes, I've got a hell of a lot of games installed in this bad boy. I've not played my PSP in a couple of weeks, but I decided to fire this one on. I got it fully charged as well, so I went to work for a few hours there, and I just went past it. Mortal Kombat Trilogy, there it is right there. So yes, this is an e-book. So I'll give you a brief explanation how to get this one on here. So one, you have to make sure that you're running custom firmware. Very, very easy to do on these things. Takes literally probably 10 minutes of your time. You need to get yourself an adapter for your SD card. Get a decent SD card. I've got 128 gigabyte in here, and that's plenty for me. And when you've got custom firmware on there, just type in PSP eboots and just select the game that you want, and then put it onto your memory card in the game folder, and that's it. It will show up here. Very, very easy. Yes, there's not really a lot of tutorials how to get these things on, but I mean, if you see one video where you get obviously the game on, it doesn't have to be a specific game, but if you get one with obviously like a Crash Bandicoot for instance, it's going to work for like every other game pretty much. And don't judge me guys, I do like to play my games at full screen, so yes, this is stretched to 16:9, but that's just the way I like it. I mean, you guys may not like it, that's fair enough, each to your own, but it's just the way I like it. And the one thing I do love is right there is my Steam Deck, and the Steam Deck has a lot of great custom boot animations. Some of them are epic, but I really want this one. So can you imagine this, the Steam Deck logo spinning around with a fire behind you, and then all of a sudden it comes up like the Steam Deck logo, and it will say Valve Steam Deck or whatever the hell it says. I've always loved this image. I don't know why, it just looks so cool where you can see the fire behind, obviously the symbol, the text, and you can see that the heat coming off of it, as if it's just been made. So good, honestly is. So obviously, just you play this game, you play it on the go. There's actually one thing, if you ever get this one to run, which like I said guys, it's very, very easy to do. So the one thing you don't do is, so I'll just select Sub-Zero. So the one thing you don't do, and I'm just about to show you. I'll just skip past this. Yeah, so the one thing you don't do is pause the game. So this does feature a pause menu, not a menu really, but if you can hear the music, okay, when you pause this, obviously you can do whatever you want. You can come back to it later on. If you want to quit the game, you press select, and it'll come up continue or quit. So, but the thing is though, listen guys, the music completely, I don't know why, it's probably just the emulator or whatever else, the PS1 emulator or something. I don't really know why it does this. But you know what? It's not a big deal because I figured out something very, very quickly. What you can do. So It's only basically every round. If you pause it, there you go, music's back. So instead of pausing it, press the home button. So the home button is exactly, you're basically suspending the game, and then just press the circle button. There you go. So it's easy as that. You just have to get into that, notion. Whereas in some games, some PSP games will pause the game or suspend the game if you press the home button. Some don't, or most don't. But PS1 games, they will definitely, do that. Right, okay, so what I'll do is I'll put this to one side, and the one that I really wanted to show, that the whole point of this video was obviously to show off this, show off, you can play this on the go. Yes, you can play it on your phone as well, you can play it on your tablet, you can play it on your PC, whatever else, that's absolutely fine, but here is my Asus ROG Ally, which I do love, and yes, I have downloaded every Mortal Kombat game on GOG, so GOG stands for Good Old Games, and this is probably the most definitive version of Mortal Kombat Trilogy, in my eyes anyway. I mean, even though you've got obviously this one, but this has got a bigger, brighter, better screen, and yes guys, don't judge me, I'll just turn those off. Don't judge me guys, yes I do have this one set to full screen as well by default. The only thing is though, it does take away that little kick-ass animation, which sucks, but then again you get that beautiful title screen. Okay, so if you want to do the code, if you remember the one for the PSP, you hold in all the 4 shoulder buttons, which is L1, L2, R1, R2, and hold up in the options menu, you'll get that the screen will shake, and then you can access to the centre one, which is that question mark. You can turn on one button fatalities and all that stuff. Now the PC one is slightly different. It's actually easier. So hold in R2, R1 and up. That's all you need. It's just 3 buttons. And there you go. One button fatalities. So not only does this one look better, it doesn't play better, to be honest guys, it just plays the same. So there's not really much of a difference, to be honest. It's just on a bigger screen, and you know for a fact this is a PC version, so this is one of the best versions. I don't really know if it's better than, the PSP version. Give me a second, actually. What I'll do is quickly I'll just put that in the background there. And the good thing is though, obviously you can pause the game as much as you like, but it doesn't affect anything. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's weird. I thought I had desktop mode. There we go. Ooh, nice one. And I got to admit guys, I do absolutely love this game, I really do, I really adore it. It's just the fact it's got so many characters. I remember back in the day, you guys are probably the same. You wanted to play through the game to get everybody's ending and things like that. Even though the endings were just basically still images with some text, you still wanted to see what was happening, and I'm getting my ass handed here. You wanted to see, obviously, why the hell is that not working? Give me a second, I don't know why the hell that's not working. Put on auto. Oh, you actually finished me. No way. And doing an animality. Nice one. See, that's what it looks like. That one right there. I love that image, I really do. I need to set that as my desktop. So you can get, like I said guys, you can get all these games, Mortal Kombat 1, 2, I think 3 and 4 in Trilogy. Right, okay, why did it not go to continue? Oh, one other thing guys is, this is a post that I put on Reddit maybe about, I have no idea, about 6 weeks ago, maybe longer, and I was hoping for the battery indicator and that to show up in the command center, because this part here, right here, used to be blank, and I'm so glad. Thank you Asus for putting this one up. Ah, come on, why the hell's that on, that should be on silent. You know, I'll go on Noob Cybot. I mean, look how fast that loads in because I've got it, you know, on the SSD. That's so weird. Why it's not working properly. I'm trying to do the. I mean, yes, I'm a D-pad gamer for fighting games, guys. So just in case you're wondering, don't get me wrong. On the Steam Deck, you know, it's pretty much impossible to play a 2D fighter with a D-pad. You have to use the analog sticks, which I find very difficult to do. You know, I can do it. It's definitely programmed in my muscle memory, but it's not the best. I'm not really sure. You know what it's like with Windows stuff, you know, PC, computer stuff. I did have this on Hibernate, so no doubt there's maybe some stupid issues because of that. Right, let's see. Okay. Oh, that's weird. I did enable. That's so strange. Anyway, so I didn't want to do like too long a video, guys. Let's see. I just wanted to obviously show this off, you know, just because it's pretty damn awesome, you know. And what I'll do is, guys, at the end of this video, I will show you how to get this into, you know, your full screen. If you guys are like me, you do like things in full screen. It's very easy to do on the PSP. Very, very simple. But the the Asus ROG Ally, there's a slight bit of tweaking you need to do, but it's very, very easy once you kind of find out what you're actually doing. Trust me, guys, it's very, very easy. So I'll just I'll let this one play through, and that's pretty cool. You know, you've got Katana and Melina there. You know, kind of looks like a sort of like a DS. You know, but I do love my Asus ROG Ally. I know a lot of people have been complaining they've had problems. I do feel bad for them because they do have these problems. I was having issues with my Steam Deck when I first got it. I was having issues with my Nintendo Switch when I first got it. So I'm not the only one out there that's obviously had problems with technology. I've even had problems with like Xboxes and PlayStations and whatever else. I remember my PS4, my brand new PS4 I got, was randomly resetting the game and spitting the disc out. That was very strange, even though I got a new one and it did the same thing. Weird enough, then the third one I got, you know, third time lucky, it was fine, which was great. But my Steam Deck, for instance, would crash probably about 20 minutes after playing a game, sometimes longer, sometimes less. And also, if I put the thing into sleep mode, when I woke it up within about 10 seconds, the whole thing would completely freeze. And I thought it was something they could fix. I thought everybody else was having that issue, which turns out even my friends didn't have any of those issues whatsoever. So I managed to get it returned, got a new model, and yeah, been fine ever since. So I've not had any problems, you know, touch wood, with my ROG Ally, just your usual typical Windows stuff. So what I'll do is, guys, I will quickly just adjust this camera. I'll show you exactly how to get, you know, this game to. Right, I need to do this first. So there's no way to kind of back out of this game, which is, you know, quite annoying. So you just have to do open task manager and just wait until the game loads up. End task, there we go. So what you want to do is, wherever you've got it saved, okay, you just go into your files. So just go into your computer. So mine's is saved onto the internal SSD. Just look for good old games, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, that's right there. And what you're looking for is, there it's right there. So you're looking for that one right there. It's DXCFG. Is it that one? I'm sure it's that one. Let's load it up. Yep, that's the one. So it's DirectX configuration, okay. And you're looking for aspect ratio, so just go into that one and hit disable, which means the aspect ratio is 4:3. So if you disable it, it'll go to 16:9. You can obviously enable, you know, your anti-aliasing, all that sort of stuff, you know. So it's as easy as that, guys, you know. So just look for where you've got it installed, and yeah, I mean, I do love this thing. I do love. The thing is, though, guys, I've got a lot of handhelds. I've got a lot of handhelds. I've got Game Boys, I've got PSPs, I've got DSEs, 3DSEs, I've got Switch, Steam Deck, ROG Ally. What else have I got? I'm missing something. Good Game Boy Advances as well. PS Vitas as well, and I love them all. Most of them are modded, which is great because it means I don't have to go out there and, you know, pay out the arse and get all these expensive games and whatever else. It's fantastic, you know, it really is. And the only things that I have that aren't modded is my Xbox Series S, my PS5, my Nintendo Switch, my Steam Deck, and my Asus ROG Ally. That's the only things I have that aren't modded. The other ones are all modded with, like, you know, pretty much every single game that I ever want installed, you know. Obviously I have all your consoles like your GameCube, Wii U, Wii. The ones that I really want to get is an N64 with an EverDrive cart and even a HDMI mod. A Dreamcast as well with the GD, was it GD EMU? I'm sure it's called, which replaces the disc drive with a SD card, which is awesome. It really is. My friend's really good at doing that, so I need to just get myself a decent conditioned Dreamcast, and he'll do the modding for me. And apparently you can get one for your PS1 as well nowadays, so that's pretty damn cool. I'm looking forward to getting one of those as well, because I do love the PS1, because the only way I can play PS1 games is either on my tablet, which I've got a Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra. And before you say, yes, I will get the S9 Ultra just in a couple of years, because the S8 Ultra is just fantastic. There's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't really need an upgrade, but it's just, you know, it's like with companies these days, they just like to bring out a new model every single year, which I think it should be every 2 years, you know, especially when, like, you know, say for instance, it's a phone, and your contracts run out in 2 years, then it's perfect timing. Anyway, guys, so yeah, that's it for the end of this video. I do hope you enjoyed this one. So yeah, you can buy the Mortal Kombat Trilogy, you can buy the other Mortal Kombat games on Good Old Games, and they're relatively cheap. I bought mine probably last week for Mortal Kombat Trilogy. I actually bought, you know, Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3 and 4 probably about a year ago, maybe longer. I just never played them, and yes, they are controller supported before you ask. As you can see, obviously there's no mapping or anything like that. It's just, you know, plug and play sort of thing. And yeah, I think I paid £7 something. I can't remember the odds, but it was like £7.69 for instance. So that's excellent. It's a really good price, and that was on sale as well. So, and obviously the other Mortal Kombat games are cheap as well. So if you want to play them, actually, you know what? I will quickly fire up. There we go, got Mortal Kombat 4, Mortal Kombat 2, and I think Mortal Kombat 3 is there somewhere, maybe. I think I actually didn't install that because I've got Mortal Kombat Trilogy. There was no point, to be honest. I will fire up Mortal Kombat 2. There we go. Loads up through DOSBox, so obviously emulating DOSBox, which is really cool. And this is, other than the arcade version, this is the closest you'll get to the arcade version. Midway presents. Huh, the hell's the buttons? I don't know if this part plays and you can't skip it. I forget it. Oh, wait a minute. That's it loading in. Oh, I love that. I love that intro. It's just so damn cool. That's weird. Anyway, guys, yeah, I'll just leave that in the background. So, yeah, I'm going to end this video, guys. And, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one. I enjoyed making this one as well, showing off Mortal Kombat Trilogy on the go. Yes, it has been on the go for years, so there's no surprise there, to be honest. But, you know, even to play it in this day and age, you know, still pretty damn cool. Even the ability to buy it as well, like I have. You know, it's pretty damn cool. So anyway, guys, that's it for the end of this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. So if you did, smash the like button, throw me a devil horns. Also, subscribe to my channel for more epic, you know, Mortal Kombat stuff like this. And sayonara.